we are bringing you activities from the Nigerian Content Awards that held in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa state capital, on Wednesday night. The event, hosted by Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board in partnership with Sweetcrude Limited, celebrated companies and individuals who have been at the forefront of delivering milestone achievements in the Nigerian oil and gas sector. Take a look.
Let there be peace. In the creeks we pray, there in the land of grace. And in Bayelsa state, let there be light.
Thank you very much. You may please be seated.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with us our forward runner with speed, Executive Secretary, Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, for his few opening comments this evening. Engineer Felix Omashola Ogbe, FNSE. Please, yes, if you can join us to just say a few words of what. Make the applause better, ladies and gentlemen.
Let the applause be better. A man who believes in excellence and excellent delivery. And he is a man who believes that conscientiousness and efficiency can breed growth and productivity. Thank you so much, ES.
I'll start with His Excellency,
No.
Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFRO, former President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. His Excellency, Senator Doye Diri, the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, here ably represented by the Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, Dr. Erejabo, distinguished members of the National Assembly, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, here represented by the Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Petroleum Resources, Managing Directors of international and indigenous oil companies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you on behalf of the management and staff of Ncdmb to this inaugural edition of the Champion of Nigerian Content Award. We introduce these awards as a yearly event to recognize and celebrate individuals and companies that have made significant contribution to the development of Nigerian content in the oil and gas industry and impacted the national economy. We hope to use this event to motivate companies and individuals to deepen their Nigerian content commitment and compliance levels. Local content development and the oil and gas activities contribute significantly to the Nigerian economy advancement. And it is important to celebrate the individuals and organizations behind this accomplishment. As a respectable regulator, we made sure that the nominees and the winners were selected through verifiable metrics. We also set up an advisory board of prominent and accomplished industrial players to confirm the authenticity of this process to give it further credibility. It is significant that this award is starting when we are marking the 15th anniversary of Nigerian Oil and Gas Industrial Content Development Act, the NOGIC Act. It is also symbolic that we have been joined this evening by our former President Goodluck Jonathan GCFRO. Please, can we give him a round of applause, please? Sir, you are very welcome, sir. Who signed the Nigerian Content Bill into law? This is his first official visit to the Ncdmb Tower. This is a night of celebration, and I welcome everyone to this event. Let us celebrate Nigerian content successes, and enjoy this evening. Thank you all. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Executive Secretary, Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, part of the welcome of the Executive Secretary will be a cultural performance by the host state. And if you know Bayelsa State very well, they are rich in their cultural performance. I would now leave you for the next 5 minutes in the hands of the Bayelsa State's Arts Council for their cultural performance.
Izo, very anamba pe akio. Ah, izo, very anamba pe akio. Ah, izo, very anamba pe akio. Mi animi moye, izo ye, mami animi moye. Sayarwa, sisa wo mabo, say babila de yo. Omo sayarwa, wo mabo. Bidakikaya bidagbe. Gelek bilaya gelagbe o. Bidakikaya bidagbe. Bidakikaya bidagbe o. Akolokore akolagbe. Bidakikaya bidagbe o. Akolokore akolagbe. It's all a tough Madadia, but I'm at the bottom of bar. It's all coming one boy, say them bar. It's all coming one boy, oh, poor boy, oh, take it. It's all coming one boy, take it. It's all a tough Madadia, but I'm at the bottom of bar. It's all coming one boy, say them bar. It's all coming one boy, oh, poor boy, oh, take it. It's all coming one boy, take it. Bida kikaya bidagbe o, akolokore akolagbe. Bida kikaya bidagbe o, akolokore akolagbe. Isa what I be madadi ya bela mate batimongo bara. Isa come one boy say them bar. Isa come one boy o poor boy. Take it. Isa come one boy. Nana we ka kari seri perimo. Nana we you got to say it more. Kuruda yelekwa was in peke mia. Bona makwa was in peke mio. Dr. Good Luck was in peke mia. Richard was in peke mio. Local content was in peke mia. Ah, is all coming one boy take oh. Ah, is all coming one boy take ah. It's all come one boy, take it. It's all come one boy, take it. Get far. I saw. Brick, saw. It's all fun to come me. Bayelsa in the maison to my kill by me. Bayelsa in the maison to my wakilemnio. It's all your mammy and Barama water for me. Bayelsa in the maison to my door. And the Bayelsa in the maison to my kill by me. And when. It's a Bellamoya Mao. It's a Bellamoya Mao. Oh, baby, yeah. Oh, baby, yeah. Oh, baby, yeah. Oh, baby, yeah. It's a Bellamoya Mao. It's a Bellamoya Mao. I saw. Biri, saw. Wamu, saw. Can the Mamu Taruni Soros and the Samaning? Taruni Soros and the Samaning? Nigna, me and Abataka and Nabala said, Okarapula and Natu Akarapula said, me and Abataka and Nabala said, Okarapula and Natu Akarapula said, it's so Mr. Tuta must be the truth. And I go, I'm an Abiyama, what I buy, and the Bagway must say that we must connect, like that, Bama, we must connect, and again, Papa is so to Zoru, because if me and me, I will go use Zoru.
Thank you. Bayelsa State House Council there. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while the Executive Secretary was speaking, he made mention of the quality of industry professionals that were handpicked to form the advisory committee for this Champion of Local Content Awards. Chairing that committee is the Pioneer Executive Secretary, Engineer Ernest Chu Nwapa, FNSA. He's not able to join us this evening to address us briefly on the criteria for the selection of winners. However, one of the founding members, I would say, of local content in the country is also here to represent him. Please welcome Mr. Wale Akinyosoye to talk to us briefly on the criteria for select. A round of applause, please, for selecting the awards. There he said. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When the former president is on seat, I cannot stand on existing protocol. Therefore, I need to recognize the former president, His Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR. Please, that is not loud enough. The former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency, Senator Doye Diri, is not around, but is ably represented by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor. Please permit me here, because of time, to stand on the all existing protocols. Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you once again, and welcome to the inaugural award ceremony of the Champions of Nigerian Content. It is indeed a night of honor to celebrate individuals and corporate figures that have contributed significantly to the Nigerian content success stories that we copiously heard of this morning here in this hall. This landmark event is put together by the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, Ncdmb, in partnership with Sweetcrude Limited, and it hopes to do more than announce the winners and give out awards. It will highlight the particularities of the uncommon dedication, innovation, and excellent qualities of the prospective awardees to show exactly why they deserve their gallant this evening. Also, this event underscores the shared commitment of the board and its co-sponsor to recognize and reward individuals and corporate bodies that set the highest standards in deepening local participation in the Nigerian oil and gas industry. This occasion, therefore, is to identify and recognize the champions of Nigerian content. But it has been further significant because it is happening alongside the NOGOF, Nigerian Oil and Gas Opportunity Fair, a premier platform to foster industrial growth, investment, and collaboration. It is also significant that this inaugural award is an event of excellence and is being hosted in the ambience of the Nigerian Content Tower. Just look around, ladies and gentlemen. It's a towering testament to the excellence and the uncompromising values and standards of Ncdmb. Please, can you please clap if you want to clap? Thank you so very much. Winners in the 12 categories this evening aggregately represent the entire value chain of the Nigerian oil and gas industry. They consist of companies and individuals operating in the upstream, midstream, and downstream segments of our industry. Awardees also come from financial services and media sectors. There is an award here also for exemplary women in leadership. You can see, therefore, that this night we are celebrating the diversity of our industry and showcasing to the world that it wears a coat of many colors. You may indeed find two categories among the awards to be made here to be very special and deserving attention. First is the Nigerian Content Lifetime Achievement, which will go to a distinguished founding father and a pillar of Nigerian content development, a thoughtful leader, a nation builder, who was once at the highest level of governance in this land and has immensely contributed to the advancement of Nigerian content. Please, can you give us a round of applause? We will not be talking here about Nigerian content without the Logic Act. And we argued within the committee that he who carries a pregnancy to term is the one that is called the mother. So this award is very special to us. The second one is the Nigerian Content Icon of the Year Award, which may also elicit special interest. It will be bestowed on a visionary industry leader whose work was adjudged to have profoundly impacted the sector. It was a tight contest in many respects. All the awardees were diligently evaluated before the final selection. The choices were guided by empirical, well-defined criteria in line with the traditional values of Ncdmb. Some of the selection criteria included that awardees must have demonstrated operational consistency where applicable, must have contributed to enhancing utilization and monetization of gas resources as applicable, must have improved on local refinery where applicable in terms of capacity and energy security. Awardees must also have strictly complied with the NOGIC Act and other statutory Nigerian content requirements. They must have also made significant footprint on job creation and local sourcing. The award process was superintended by an advisory committee comprising of respected persons from the industry, as the ES had amply said here. Dr. Ernest Nwakpa, the pioneer executive secretary of this board, was the chairman. Dr. Omar Farouk, the secretary general of the African Petroleum Producers Organization, is a member of the committee, and so is Mr. Wole Akinyosoye, my humble self, former zonal operations controller, Department of Petroleum Resources. The members, the committee, did a QC on the nominations and evaluation process of Ncdmb in order to further ensure fairness and equity of the process. It is therefore not only about recognition tonight, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, but it's also about reaffirming the commitment of the board to building and rewarding enduring local capacities and doing so in a transparent manner. It is about fostering innovation and driving the pace towards national sufficiency and compliance with the extant laws as we do. The winners, in addition to receiving a crafted plaques, will have their names conspicuously engraved on the Ncdmb Wall of Fame, somewhere within this edifice. The board will also give out other perks to tonight's awardees, which it promised to announce in due course. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to congratulate prospective awardees on behalf of the advisory committee. We are proud of your achievements and contribution to the rebirth of our industry and to our great nation. May the awards inspire you to greater contributions and further advancement in the cause of the Nigerian content. We thank you so very much for being present here. Your Excellency, thank you, sir, for honoring our invitation, and may God bless you always. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, sir. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have distinguished personalities here seated. The Honorable Ministers for Petroleum Resources, Honorable Ministers for State, Petroleum Resources, Oil and Gas. They are being represented here by the Permanent Secretary, and we also have the Governor of Bayelsa State being represented by his deputy. We'll have them speak, but they will be speaking a little bit later as we'll be moving straight to the awards. And after the awards, we'll go straight to their remarks. And so the first set of awards, if I can have media move with me, the Nigerian Content International Upstream Operator of the Year.
The Nigerian Content International Upstream Operator of the Year. The nominees are Exxon Esso and Snepco Joint Venture, Chevron and Seplat Energy Producer Nigeria Unlimited Joint Venture, Shell Petroleum Development Company SPDC, now known as Renaissance Africa Energy.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the winner for the Nigerian Content International Upstream Operator of the Year, Shell Petroleum Development Company, SPDC, now Renaissance Africa Energy. And to present this award is the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, Engineer Felix Omashola Ogbe. ESUB, you take the group photograph, a family picture. Let's have some people come closer to where I am. Thank you. Thank you. The next award will still be presented by the ES. So, sir, instead of making you go down and come back, please, you stay here. Thank you. All right, the second one. Please, another round of applause for Shell. Nigerian Content Independent Upstream Operator of the Year.
The nominees are Heritage and NNPC Exploration and Production Limited Joint Venture, First E&P and Anten, Aradel Holdings,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nigerian Content Independent Upstream Operator of the Year is Aradel Holdings. A round of applause for Aradel. And next, the Nigerian Content Midstream Operator of the Year.
Nigerian Content Midstream Operator of the Year. The nominees are Nigeria LNG Limited, UTM FLNG, RQ Gas Savannah Energy,
and the winner of the Nigerian Content Midstream Operator of the Year is NLNG. All right, a round of applause for LNG, please. For this set of awards, the final is the Nigerian Content Financial Services Provider of the Year.
Nigerian Content Financial Services Provider of the Year. The nominees are Nigerian Export-Import Bank, Bank of Industry,
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Nigerian Content Financial Services Provider of the Year is Bank of Industry Limited.
He is going to be our next entertainment. He is a proud Niger Deltan, one of the finest comedic experts from Nigeria to the rest of the world. Port Harcourt first son of comedy, the one who is so honorable, he had to take his honorable title even to a play on television. Please make welcome on stage to crack some ribs tonight, looking very Alabo-ish this evening. My brother, my friend, the doctor of humor, Dan the Humorous, ladies and gentlemen.
I just saw one piece of information on my phone. Dear Man U fans, it pleases my heart to let you know, say the thing don't go around. It don't touch all of us. It don't touch all of us. You know? But again, that is one unique thing about Nigeria. And it's our football. You know, I remember that because when Your Excellency, Mr. President, was in office, we had a great time with our Super Eagles. There was just only one thing they were always stressing us with. And they still do it today, till today. If Super Eagles want to qualify
for any tournament, they will not just qualify normally and give us peace of mind. Or not qualify, let's know that they have not qualified, let's face other things. No, they will first of all win the first match to raise our hope. Then the second match, they will either draw or lose it, thereby making every Nigerian a statistician. We will now sit and say, okay, with this result now, if Morocco lose 4-1, Algeria win 2-1, then Mozambique should win by 16-2. Now you want squam? Is it children football? Stressing us. But, you know, one of the highlights of your time, Mr. President, was that the last time the Super Eagles won any major trophy, especially the Nations Cup, was when you were in office. You know, 2013. And it was a remarkable time. But you know, there was another thing that was also remarkable about it, is the communication ability of our Super Eagles. That's why I'm not happy that now that we have young boys that can speak English, all them Ekong and Basi and all of them, we can't win anything so that they can do proper interview. You know, because that time, if you check our Super Eagles back, starting from Kano, when he was in Arsenal, that time, Kanu scored one magnificent goal. British press came. Kanu, how were you able to score that goal? I see Henry. Henry, pass. Then came after Kanu, Stephen Keshi of blessed memory. Stephen Keshi was one man that had 4 accents in one sentence. He did an advert for Bonvita. I will never forget. He said, I drink Bonvita. So for vitality, drink Bonvita. Inside one advert. But where I knew that we had problem was when we won that 2013 AFCON, Your Excellency. They were now jubilating. I don't know what happened to the super sports girl. She did not see even Yobo that we can manage or somebody. She now went to meet Emmanuel Emenike. Now went to Emenike and said, Emenike, how do you feel on the victory of the Super Eagles? We thank God. Even though many people back home didn't believe it, we give God the glory. Instead of the girl to know that he had reached his zenith in speaking English, she took the microphone back. So what does this mean for the development of football and the development of the youth entrepreneurship in Nigeria, seeing that the GDP is rising to a point where the economy has to be diversified and increasing youthful opportunities to boost employment, going in concordance with agriculture, sports and tourism to enable Nigeria stand on the graph of local calligraphy of economic booster pack. In everything, we just give thanks to God. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
Okay, thank you. Please, one more round of applause for Dandy Humorous, ladies and gentlemen, for that person of comedy.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we move to the next set of awards. Media, walk with me. And for the first for this set, the Nigerian Content Downstream Operator of the Year.
Nigerian Content Downstream Operator of the Year. The nominees are Dangote Refinery and Petrochemical Company, Watersmith Modular Refinery, Aradel Modular Refinery,
and the winner of the Nigerian Content Downstream Operator of the Year, Dangote Refinery and Petrochemical Company. And to receive this is Mrs. Fumi Sani, Executive Director, Dangote Cement PLC, and Mr. George Okoro, Regional Director, Port Harcourt Dangote Cement PLC.
Petrochemical Company represents a transformative step in Nigeria's oil and gas sector.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, next is the Nigerian Content Indigenous Service Company of the Year.
Nigerian Content Indigenous Service Company of the Year. The nominees are Compass Survey, Doman Long Engineering Limited, Lee Engineering,
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Nigerian Content Indigenous Service Company of the Year is Doman Long Engineering Limited. Please, a round of applause for all our winners. Next is the Nigerian Content International Service Company of the Year.
Nigerian Content International Service Company of the Year. The nominees are CPEM Contracting, Technic FMC, Daewoo and Halley Boating,
And the winner of the Nigeria Content International Service Company of the Year is Technip FMC. All right, and finally, for this set of awards, we have the Nigeria Content Media Organization of the Year.
Nigerian Content Media Organization of the Year. The nominees are This Day Newspaper, Real News Online, Platforms Africa Online,
And the winner of the Nigerian Content Media Organization of the Year is This Day Newspaper.
This Day Newspaper. This Day was selected for this award because of the huge prominence it gives to local content and energy stories, and its extensive reach to wide and varied audiences.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before we move to the final awards, I would like to invite a man who represented the governor of Bayelsa State during the opening ceremony, and he received a standing ovation for being a great speaker. We call him the king of poems, African poems, and he's currently writing it. His Excellency, I'm trying to convince him to publish that book. Please put your hands together for him. The distinguished Senator Lawrence Erujakpo, Deputy Governor of the State, representing His Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, our father, our mentor, our inspirator, our initiator, and our guider, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Azikiwe Jonathan, GCON, GCFR, President, 2010-2015. The Honorable Minister of States, Oil and Gas, now in one oil gas, that is what we may have to call him this evening, since he's becoming one permanent secretary representing the two ministers. So the Honorable Minister, Oil Gas, representing the President and represented by the permanent secretary. The Executive Secretary, ladies and gentlemen, the parrot says that when he goes to the market, he has no problem. But if he goes to the church, his speech will become a noise. And so the parrot does not talk too much in the church. He listens to the pastor as well. I'm not in a mood to talk this evening. And so if I'm talking, it is Taribio and Richmond that has led me into the temptation. And I pray that Dan will deliver me from the evil that will follow. And in any case, I just have only two questions for Dan. Dan, I don't know where Chief Donatus is. You must show us Chief Donatus in this hall. And then secondly, you will show us where Willie is, because these are your colleagues. So if you cannot show them to us, and I don't think you are Dan again, because you are always in their company. So if you come here alone, I don't think we recognize you alone. Gentlemen, on behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State, I want to welcome all of you to this. After breakfast, we have lunch. After lunch, we have dinner. And those who know English said dinner ends at 9. Now that this thing is happening after 9 o'clock, as I was coming, somebody said we should call it munch instead of dinner, because it has gone beyond lunch, it has gone beyond dinner, and it has gone beyond breakfast. So we are having a munch instead of a dinner now, because it's very late. I want to congratulate all the awardees, and for those who don't get awards, don't worry. When I was in primary school, I went to the classroom and they were calling the results. It's not now that everybody hide their results under their belts. Nobody knows anybody's result again. They were calling the results and they called me last. So when they called me last, I went home and my mother was asking me, what position did you take? I said, I took first. Say, how? I said, took first from the back. And she was saying, how can you take first on the back? I said, because in a beauty contest, it's the winner that is called last. So if I came last, it therefore means I was the most brilliant. And so those of us who don't have any awards, don't worry at all. Next year is another year. And so I want to encourage all of us. For the winners, we think you have done very well. And it's an accusation, an allegation to do more. For Shell, I don't know how anybody would have beaten Shell to eat. So Shell winning was not surprising to me. Though I congratulated my friend Tony Atta, but the congratulation was not from the bottom of my heart, because I have my reason and he knows the reason. Because in the morning when I was talking about him, he was not here to listen to me. So maybe we'll discuss that later, because President has said I should not talk too much this evening. He has signaled. So I want to welcome all of you again to this dinner, and I wish all of us the great success, and tomorrow's deliberation will be more robust, not as tiny as I am, but more robust as some other persons who are well endowed. I'm not well endowed. So I believe that you have had a good time in Bayelsa State. Unfortunately, the entertainment you get from your mother when you visit your mother is not the same you get from your father. So the entertainment you are getting today is not much because the governor is not here. If the governor were to be here, he would have entertained you more robustly, more sumptuously, and more elaborately. So the child pounded yam is always food of seed. So the pounded yam you are taking today is baked by a son, and I'm the one that baked it. So there are some seed in it, just manage. But what is happening is that there is yam and there is pound. Eat the pound and eat the yam.
The very first award category that His Excellency will be presenting, it is for Women in Leadership Award for promoting women empowerment. Technical.
Women in Leadership Award for promoting women empowerment. Irohama Ogbeifong.
What I didn't tell you is this award category has no nominations. It is just winners. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome CEO stars Irohama Ogbeifong.
I wasn't expecting it, and it's just really good to know that when you focus on the things that you're doing, that you know that's right, that really creates real impact. I mean, I run a company that has 11 ships. We work for the oil and gas industry, and we intentionally create a funnel for women to grow within the seafaring profession. And through our cadetship program, through our hiring practices, we just graduated our first female chief engineer who joined us 11 years before as a cadet. And she went on to become a female surveyor in ABS class society. So for me, I mean, that's what drives me. I can't be a female chief executive on top of such a platform and not use it in such a way. And to be recognized tonight for doing what I'm so passionate about is extremely humbling. And I say thank you to Ncdmb. Thank you so much. This is so encouraging, and I'll keep flying that flag. Thank you.
Our next award, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is the Nigerian Content Innovator of the Year. Our winner, Technical.
Nigerian Content Innovator of the Year. Professor Emenike Ejago.
It's an honor to receive this award from the foremost local content board organization of Nigeria. I spent 25 years of my life in Japan doing research and development in the energy sector. And all those years, what has been in my mind is how to domesticate technologies that I've learned in Nigeria. And that was the driving force why I came back to Nigeria, to help to see where we can partner with organizations like the Local Content Board to make sure that some of these technologies are domesticated for the benefit of our youths and for our society. So it's an honor and it's an encouragement. It's a call to action for us to continue what we've been doing over the past several years. And it's a pledge also on my part and some of our research organizations and research partners to continue in this manner of developing our nation. Thank you very much.
And now to our next award, the Nigerian Content Icon of the Year. Our winner is Technical.
Nigerian Content Icon of the Year. The winner of this award is Mr. Tony Atta, former Managing Director, Nigeria LNG, and current Managing Director, Renaissance Africa Energy.
It's a great pleasure and indeed an honor for me personally to be recognized on this great occasion as the icon of the Nigerian content. I want to dedicate this award first and foremost to all the colleagues, brothers, sisters working offshore, onshore, and in the offices just making the oil and gas industry what Nigeria needs to survive. This award is for you.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and now the big one. This big one is no contest. It is not being contested for because the winner of this big one has been winning the contest of life from the time we got to know him. He won the contest of life as a politician, and he is still winning. He's won the contest of life as an academician, and he's still winning. He's won the contest of life as a Nigerian and he's still winning. He's won the contest of life as a global citizen, a pride of Africa, and he's still winning. The big one is the Lifetime Achievement Award. This award recognizes one that needs no introduction. We sit here today in this building because of his vision, his forthrightness, and his patriotism to bring local content to bear. Ncdmb, NOGOV, the Nigerian oil and gas industry, your own very creator of local content law, our Lifetime Achievement Award winner, His Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.
Number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go. It's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions.
We can't get tired of the applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's the reason we're in the room tonight. Keep the applause coming until he comes to speak. Keep the applause coming. Yes. Keep the applause coming until he comes to speak.
Thank you so much. Please be seated. I used to tell people that if at the beginning of the oil industry, we had laws designed to protect us, Nigeria would have gone further than this. But we did not have those kind of laws. Of course, the first law that controlled the oil industry, the Mineral Ordinance of 1886, I'm not sure a Nigerian played any role in developing that law. The second one was the Mineral Oils Ordinance of 1914, the year we amalgamated. I don't know how many Nigerians had any knowledge about petroleum law. The one that actually became the law that started the oil industry was the Petroleum Act of 1969. That was after discovering oil in commercial quantity in 1956 in Oloibiri, and after the independence in 1960. In 2000, the NDDC bill, that NDDC bill too was vetoed by the National Assembly. They vetoed President Obasanjo. Normally in other countries, it's the president that veto bills. But in Nigeria, somehow in our process of making laws, it's the National Assembly that veto. The president, if the president don't like any bill and you don't sign, in 30 days, the National Assembly will meet, and if they get to third by counting, not by voice vote. Yes. If they get to third to support, that bill automatically become a law. And that is how the NDDC law also came about. Because we had a very vibrant National Assembly. And so I will use this opportunity to commend Lee, member, and his team. And let me commend the ES and his team for keeping the flag flying, for pushing the vision of this law, and of course, let me also commend their predecessors that have done well to bring us to this level. I believe that with what you've briefed us and what we hear, with the Nigerian content law being implemented, I think in the next few years, our activities in the oil industry will continue to to improve. So once again, let me thank you again for recognizing us and giving us this honor. And those of us who received the award today, we remain grateful. I will thank you and we'll continue to do our best for the country. Thank you all.
This event will not have been possible without the collective efforts of many visionary individuals and institutions. We therefore extend our deepest thanks and appreciation to the immediate past Executive Secretary of the Ncdmb, Mr. Simbi Kessié Wabote, the Pioneer Executive Secretary, Dr. Ernest Wapa, the Secretary General of the African Petroleum Producers Organization, APO, Dr. Omar Farouk Ibrahim, and Mr. Wale Akinyosoye, a dedicated former staff of the DPRO and the Ncdmb, for their foundational contributions. A special commendation goes to the hard-working team at the Evaluation and Monitoring Directorate of the Ncdmb, whose relentless efforts ensured the success of this event. Above all, we're immensely grateful to the Executive Secretary of the Ncdmb, Mr. Felix Omoshala Ogbe, for his leadership, his vision, and unwavering support in bringing this initiative to life. To our esteemed award winners, nominees, partners, and guests, your presence tonight has made this event truly remarkable. We thank you for honoring our invitation and for your continued commitment to advancing Nigerian content. As we depart, we wish you all a restful night, safe travels back to your destinations. May the achievements celebrated tonight inspire even greater milestones in the years ahead.